What's up, everybody? My name is Marvin, better known as Ven from the TTV channel, which is a YouTube channel hosted by a team of young creative talent. We've worked on this channel for several years, and while a lot has changed, I am happy to say that we have maintained the same passion for building, collecting, and playing with LEGO that we had all those years ago. And we are more than excited to be able to bring all these qualities with us to the LEGO Live event in New York. There we'll be able to show you some of the cool creations we made out of LEGO Boost. So until then, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
I forgot. Do we not do the Audacity thing then?
We don't do it anymore.
No Audacity.
Okay, well, goodbye Audacity. Okay, go.
Well, hello, goodbye Audacity, and hello to the TTV Podcast.
Oops, my bad.
We are live. No problem with Takuma.
We're live?
This is episode
Hey everyone,
We're
it's
live.
been a while.
I'm pretty sure. I'm
It's
one of your
been-
hosts, John.
I'm Var.
I'm Takuma Noob. I did it wrong.
Someone's
hey,
out of
it's-
practice.
And hey, it's me, Phweffie, or Viper. I know a few people still get
Actually,
stuff on that.
this is our new host,
Phweffie.
Phweffie. Phweffie was fired last week. just
Phweffie
so
was
everybody-
fired last week. It was actually
Phweffie-
rather
Phweffie-
sad. We gave her
Phweffie
an
is no
ultimatum.
more. I'm Phweffie, the slightly more northern accented, because I've been more in the north than the original Phweffie was.
Fluffy! Why didn't we think of that? Fluffy! It's Fluffy!
Ah, okay,
Fluffy.
well, right. there
that
we
should
go.
have been easy.
Somebody's getting taken care of with the freaking I don't know the name of the accent, like the Italian Phweffie. Needs to be no. That was a terrible
Yeah,
joke.
we sent the mouse out on Fluffy last week. Just
The mouse kind of took
Yeah.
care of her.
Mouse out?
took care- Yeah, the mouse.
Phweffie's dead now.
Fluffy's dead.
Mouse out on.
What we
Phweffie.
did was we set up a burner YouTube account.
Phweffie
and we
and
uploaded-
elephant?
We uploaded a bunch of Disney Lego set leaks out onto it, right? And we made it look like it was Phweffie that was in charge of the YouTube channel, so that when the mouse came, you'd get Phweffie instead.
Right.
Clearly,
Okay.
I've been
From you.
gone for a while.
You have, Takuma, you really have.
I got every single word of that.
The last
Okay.
one was on- ugh.
Yeah, it's been a while. So
277.
the state of everybody's freedom has been up in the air for a while now, which is an interesting way of putting the fact that I just have no clue when anyone's free. So scheduling for the past month was like ridiculously impossible. And
I
It was
just
pretty
noticed that
bad.
there
It
was
was
no
pretty bad.
schedule, so I was just like, oh, I'm not on the podcast today. Okay.
exactly, because the problem was because like we when we schedule things, we need 4 people, right? Because like if we can't get 4 people, then we're screwed. Like last week, where it was a boring show, Phweffie, because you weren't there.
Oh,
Phweffie.
you give me too much.
I mean,
credit.
Fluffy.
Phweffie.
No, I don't. You're like you're an integral part
entertaining.
of the podcast family.
I nod,
You-
say
you
yes, and laugh at things, and you only get to hear 2 of those.
No, that's purple. You're getting yourself confused.
That's sexist.
I was going to say, is it because she's a girl?
No, it's just because it's what purple does in the BrickFeed.
Aw.
It's not on a TTV podcast, though.
Look at Kazapar saying every TTV podcast is the best podcast. Look at him knowing what
Hey,
to say.
shout out to you.
Kazapar, we're not giving you more money.
Not giving him any money.
Not giving him any money. That's what family does.
Something
Family
is
works
still
for free.
more than nothing.
Oh, boy.
It's not like I threw out a fraction or a percentage. Some sort of,
I don't have money, but I'll give you some food that I've had in the fridge.
I'm sure you'll appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I've got some.
I'll give you-
I'll make-
Just ship
I'll
it
make
over
some
to him. I'm sure it'll still be
pancakes.
fine.
Good.
I will go on the record too to take heat off Uvar for I'm sure your frustration today that I did make things worse because I gave you my schedule last week. I finally got my school schedule. I gave
And
you
then
my
now
schedule,
you're like
and then
completely
I was
going
like,
around on that.
"Whoops."
Yeah.
Whoops, kind of can't do it this week. There's some stuff came up. Have I told you about my classes? What I did in my classes? Have I
Dude.
talked about that?
See, I'm at the point where it's not frustrating. It's more of just like, all right, well, okay, whatever. So like, like you were like, I'm gonna try and like get a hold of Takuma and see if he'll be free, and I'm like, all right, you do that, and then I just went and took a nap.
I figured as much as like when I decided to call you, I was like, listen, he's gonna.
Yeah, no, you called me. I saw you calling, hung up, set my alarm for another 10 minutes.
I wish I could take naps. Nowadays, I'm just paranoid. I'm gonna wake up the next day.
Nice hiccups
So
there.
let me tell you about my classes.
Sure, yeah. Let's get context on this.
Okay, so here's what happened. I gave you my schedule, which was I switched around a lot of classes for my first week because I got into the classes.
Wait, so your schedule changed like again already?
Yes.
You just got the schedule. I just got it.
I know. So do you know why?
Freaking.
Do you know why it changed again, Var?
Why? Why did you fail? Did you fail another class? I hope so. I'd make
I
it
did
worth
not
it.
fail another class.
Oh,
I will
that's
be.
not worth
I will
it.
be. I was incredibly shallow. I went to my class and I was
Oh,
like,
I already know. I already know this. Stupid.
"There's
never
not enough
mind.
attractive people in this class." So I switched classes. And that's where we are today.
Wait, there was
I was
enough
like-
what in the class?
They're just weren't
Attractive
enough
people.
in the class, including myself. I
He's
was not
wife
attractive
hunting.
enough.
There were no fitties in the class.
Not
I
just wife
mean-
hunting. I could be husband hunting too.
I guess when you're short, it makes
Are
sense.
you
to
really?
wear shallow.
No.
It's
You
easier
know
to
what
get
school
over
you're
your
at,
head.
dude. You're not husband hunting. What are you
I
talking
know.
about?
I'm
here.
throwing
the
a slightly
Kahi,
progressive
the
bone
Kahi
out there, but
dating
absolutely
sim.
not. No, so it's just the idea that like it's my last semester, and I'm like, listen, not to be, not that it's like super important, but I'm like, if I'm gonna take these are my last classes, if I can change something around, I might as well. And when I say not attractive, what I'm trying to get at is that basically these were classes that were veering closer to an engineering side, and then I switched them out for more art stuff. That's basically what happened. On engineering, there's a lot more dudes, and there was way too many dudes in this one.
Little did he know, his soulmate was in that very room,
Oh.
and then he
Oh.
switched
If only he
classes
was.
and
If
changed
only
his
he
fate.
could see her over the crowd.
Yeah,
If
he
only
didn't
I was
know.
tall enough to see her out in front.
He didn't know. Now he'll
Right.
never,
And that was
never
it.
find her.
Misconnection. Saw you at my class, first week of school. Switched it out because I didn't notice you were there. Putting it on Craigslist.
Well,
Story. I mean that's just poetic, right? You finally meet your soulmate, and you missed her because you didn't realize she was there.
I don't.
you'll
You know
never
what?
see her again.
I believe in soulmates. But I don't believe that people are each other's soulmate. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I've heard this
I
before.
believe that like it everything happens for like a reason, especially in that type of stuff. If it didn't happen, maybe it shouldn't have happened. So don't get all like,
Oh, hey, look, there's my alarm.
uh-oh, what is that?
It's my alarm, dude, for my wake up time.
Boop. All right.
For
so I
the
changed order, guys.
original podcast time, which we had
Right.
changed to 30 minutes
Sorry.
earlier than before. Actually, it's an hour earlier than before.
It is an hour earlier.
The
and it's my
podcast
fault.
gets earlier and earlier every time I see it. Like it's like
It's because you got people like John who just can't freaking stick to their stupid schedules.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's been kind of it's been rough, but I'm ironing it out.
So rough that he
hopefully.
can't even get the logo right on the chat screen. I mean, geez, you're just a mess today.
I was working on this meme, and that kind of took my attention away from
Working
it.
on
Oh,
a meme.
okay, you're working on a meme.
I'm working on a meme.
I mean, listen,
You
you don't need to say sorry to me.
It's
It's the poor
Ninjago.
patrons who haven't
right.
had a consistent schedule for 2 months now, who you should be saying sorry to.
I apologize, patrons,
Ninjago,
from the
all
life
those
of the audience.
Ninjago fans that are gonna be like, oh wow, look, they're streaming the Ninjago cast. Like, what is this crap?
Have
This
you?
isn't Ninjago.
What's the last Ninjago episode you guys watched? Because this season actually was really good.
What was
we
the
link up our
literally haven't
what
coverage.
was
watched
the
one.
special that came out?
In ages.
Days of the-
Departed.
Yeah,
I haven't watched that yet. Oh wait, no,
Okay.
I might have.
What was the
watched
last episode you guys watched? Oh, you know the one that just came out the last season? Yeah. Didn't see that one. So, I'm narrowing it down a little
Days of the
further.
Departed was the one where Cole reverts, right? Or is that? Or is it long enough? That's not a spoiler.
I mean,
Basically,
I don't think. I don't think there's really much of a spoiler.
Is that the one where Cole's no longer a ghost? At the end?
Yes.
I think that's Day of the Departed. Yeah,
that is Day of the Departed. Where he
that's the last thing I've seen.
Okay.
How much has
You
happened?
guys see the movie?
Can't remember.
you've missed a whole season.
Okay.
And then this new show, and then obviously the movie happened. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, I saw the movie. It was
Not great. Yeah. I don't think anyone liked it too much here.
I'm the saddest out of everyone. Not everyone. I'm the saddest out of most people about the movie. I feel like the movie had a lot of potential and like whiffed it.
Yeah.
Well, so you guys, if you haven't caught up with Ninjago, who cares? Because basically they're doing a soft reboot anyway, so you might as well just start with the new season as it is. They're going full Bionicle right now, and this season is really, really good.
The creators actually admitted that they drew inspiration from Bionicle. They're having like there's like a 3-mask plot where like there's 3 masks of power and everything, and
so like G2 Bionicle.
Like G2 Bionicle, sure.
Yeah, like G2 Bionicle, yeah. But the people that were one of the guys that worked on G2, I guess, was like helping them out with that, and kind of gave them that idea because
I really need to catch up.
Yeah, it's really good. Like not even even just ignoring the Bionicle stuff that they're activating like right now in their plot, whatever. It's actually like just really well written so far and really well just directed. Best season of Ninjago in a while.
All right, I linked the wrong tweet in the thing, so that's my bad chat.
Oh, awesome, cool. You're just full of mistakes.
I'm full of mistakes today. But yeah, Tommy Anderson said.
I like this new, just accepting your fate kind of responsibility, the attitude you have right now.
He's
just
so mature now.
Yeah, like you suck, John. You're awful. And you're like, yeah, you're right. I suck. I'm. It's very defeatist.
Yeah, well,
attitude.
I had to get something sometime.
Wow, John, way to leave the recording chat, dude. Come on, man.
I'm done. I can't.
You just mess it up so much today.
This is it. This is my
fired.
moment. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
The ex-employee lounge. Take a seat.
But yeah, you guys should totally check it out. I think you might like it.
Vegemite on your Bionicle.
Ugh.
What?
I like
Let's not torture people.
For everyone who gets that joke, you're great. Continue.
I think they're trying to decipher what was just inserted into their ears.
Can
I forgot the kind of
It's a meme. It's a niche meme in the Bionicle community.
Yeah, guys, don't make her explain the meme.
Day.
Oh, God.
It's a niche meme in a niche community, so it's completely fine.
Wow, you sound like such a meme snob right now.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry you don't
kind of
get it.
It's meme.
It's kind of a niche meme.
Yeah.
Meme
Just
hipster.
explaining.
It's only for a niche fandom.
It's. I'm explaining that it's okay because I only just found it the other day, and I've been in part of the community for a while.
I mean, like, I'm kind of a meme god, and even I only just heard of it the other day. So it's totally understandable you haven't heard of it yet.
Group of like friends are like standing in the playground. I'm like that one kid that watches what they're saying from the bench. I kind of get a bit of what they're saying, but not really. That's kind of like that. So when I mean community, I'm in the community. I mean,
you should stop watching people from the bench then, you freaking weirdo.
That's the only thing I'm able to do.
What were you saying, John? It sounded like you were opening up for another conversation.
I was. I mean, like, well, first I wanted to see if anyone remembered that conversation we had about memers back when we established Pleb Nation. How there's a whole new group of like people that are like in high school that are like all about memes. But on top of that, I wanted to talk about the fresh new meme that's come out of the
the freshest meme, the dankest meme,
the dankest freshest meme, which is the
nichest meme, by the way, the nichest meme for the nichest audience.
Most of you have not heard of it.
I mean, internally we've been referring to it as unpopular opinion Meso or something like that.
Yeah. So. Let me see if I can find. You have the original one that Envy had.
Guys, you don't appreciate the Nightchi memes.
The Nightchi memes.
Nightchi memes.
Like niche. She's
Nightchi.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know. Weird.
Yeah, I found the original. So the original one that Mange posted on his Twitter was great. Oh, well, someone already beat me to it. Thanks, Wadden. Cool. Went through all that trouble, only to be beaten at the very bitter end. So this is the current TTV fascination behind the scenes. We all love this stupid meme that Mange started here.
Pretty great. It's pretty great.
I love.
I never saw the fourth panel there.
Yeah, there's two different versions. There's one with the fourth panel and one without. Sorry, Phweffie.
So, yeah.
His creativity recently has just been golden. Like I've seen him post on Twitter and just been like, it's actually got me back into making memes, even though I had to cancel my Adobe subscription because it's expensive and I only use Photoshop once every blue moon. So when I was like, I just got out Clip Studio and was just attempting to make these amateur memes. But oh man, it just made me so happy to make memes again.
Yeah.
I feel like I've walked out of the Twilight Zone. Like, am I even part of TTV anymore? What is this even?
You've been gone for a little bit. Yeah, you missed it. It's been a few
I've been
weeks.
gone since before my birthday.
Yeah, it's been at least a month or two.
It's been a while because even I've been gone. I did show up recently. I played some games with a few guys, but then like obviously
Well, for a while there, we couldn't, like, scheduling was so difficult, we kind of just stopped recording podcast episodes, too, because people were, like, too busy, like, doing something over the holidays or whatever, or just assorted things. So, yeah, it was, like, we didn't even do a lot of podcasts these past 2 months either. And when we did, it was usually just, like, the same crew. So, alas. But it's good to have you guys back. But, yeah, this meme thing has been taking us by storm. There's been a lot of ones that we've made that we just haven't posted on Twitter.
There's been several ones.
There's a few.
There is one or two that I was like, these aren't. I don't know if we can do them for Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, we're gonna keep them private.
Yeah, they were strictly for the in crowd there. Mange obviously posted another meme that Wadden has graciously given to us in the chat there.
That one's also good, but like it's just the use case is just smaller, which is I feel like why it hasn't caught on with us.
Right. You can't really use it for as many things. I love how like there's like 3 different versions of the stupid Meso meme where like there's the unpopular opinions Meso, and then there's like the misinformed fan Meso where he explicitly says fan related things that are incorrect factually.
Oh, absolute certainty?
With absolute certainty, yes.
And then there's one that I call what's it called? Self-depreciating Meso, or Meso will make like an insult towards himself, and Ben looks at the camera, he's like, "But are you getting this?"
Yeah,
so
there's
Ben's
a lot reaction is the best part of that meme. Like the look where it's like The Office, you know, and they like look at each other and they say something stupid, and they like zoom in on their face and they're like, "Okay." I really liked one of them. I did a Tide Pod one.
I actually really like the Tide Pod one. So far, the Tide Pod one's been my favorite usage of that 4th panel, where Ben has like the fork going up to his neck.
The 4th panel is like pretty difficult because like
it's harder to work with.
All of a sudden, it's like Ben's happy. What?
Right? Yeah, it's harder to work with for sure.
Yeah,
the Tide Pod thing worked pretty well, but my favorite one is the gun one. If you've seen that, Var, when Meso's like, "Hey, listen, I don't take things personally," and like just slowly
the gun's like rising.
Gun. Yeah, and then Ben is.
Yeah, like, I made my own version of that, and that one was one that we couldn't put up.
I saw that one. I was like, "Nope, boy, that's funny, but we're not that can't go anywhere."
Yeah, I don't know if we've posted any of the blank templates on Twitter, but
you know what? I don't think we have.
If you guys want to try it, I'd be more than happy to see. There was one guy who did it. I can't remember his name, but he got the LJ one. Was like my will to live. That one was fantastic.
That one's okay. The one of like where we're all looking at what LJ's holding is a good one because it's versatile. You don't need to really like know us to get that meme, but it's not as versatile as the Meso one, just because like you can only put so many things on that piece of paper, and as far as for me,
It
and no one's
reminds me of the
reaction
Donald
is really
Trump
like pretty
meme
good.
where where he like holds out that declaration and like shows it to everybody.
Yeah, that's actually a good one.
I'm just gonna take this opportunity to
It's very
spam some of
similar.
the ones that we made but never posted on Twitter.
Okay, all right, cool. I'm gonna let's see.
While I try to
YouTube small
search
creators.
for the blank template.
I've been making Minecraft videos for 6 years and still haven't been paid.
I
I met someone like that. Someone I met at college was saying that how they've been a YouTube creator for a while. They're like, I've been doing this for years, and now I won't be able to make any money. And I was like, were you making any money before though? Because it kind of feels like you weren't.
I really, basically, I was speaking to Envy the other day, and I posted Meso's been. I'm gonna give out like a little like reference to Meso and his most recent trend he's been doing, the Thermo Mayo Paraka. I don't know exactly. I get the Thermo Mayo part. I don't get I guess it's Mayo Paraka. But yeah, he's been doing that, and Envy showed me this photo, and I was like, I see a meme in that. I cut out the other bits of the picture, and it's Meso laying on the ground. It's like when Meso ODs on like the Thermo Mayo.
What is this meme you're describing?
I'm lost.
It's on. I posted on Twitter this morning, but
This is a self-depreciating one.
Yeah, I just posted a factually incorrect one.
I see Meso. He's obsessing over ghost pepper and chili, and like putting chili into like really unconventional foods, like
On Earth.
it makes
Killer
sense.
Mayo.
Hold on, I'm posting the
I mean,
the
it
fan
makes
one.
sense to me now, but like chili on chocolate, like chili and chocolate, like chocolate chili, like I can
Chocolate
almost
chili.
taste it, but then I
chocolate bars
can't
with jalapenos
because
is a thing.
that's what's so crazy to me. I've lived on this planet for 20 years now, and I never thought that would be a thing, but it is.
Listen, man, when you're forced to eat a gluten-free burger, you kind of have to do all you can to make it taste anything like anything. Yeah. Can you really blame the kid?
On actually his masochistic ways.
Oh, okay, cool. I found the blank.
There's Meso just lying on the ground.
After scrolling through our gallery, I finally found the blank for all the people to take and do with as they please.
Speaking more towards more popular memes, like because these are like our memes. This is in our.
Oh, okay. All right. I see how it is, Phweffie.
All right,
all right,
circle.
yeah.
Back
I'm
to
sorry
becoming
we're
this
not
meme
popular
expert.
enough for you.
I've been waiting.
Someone here
for-
knows the way.
I've been.
Continue.
I've been waiting for the next meme to show it. Like for a while, it's been like very like systematic. Like we had the Logan Paul one, we had the Whey, we had Tide Pods, and we had the Highway one too. That one was quite funny. The car swerving into the.
I don't know any of these memes.
No, I know what she's talking about.
It's when the cars
yeah.
like swerving just. It's almost like they made like a quick decision, like that was not informed, and they went the wrong way because they thought they were good, like they were making a mistake, but they weren't. So it's like they're swerving out of the highway, and then they've edited the signs.
Oh, I think
So
I
it's
have
like,
seen
it
this
looks
meme.
like- for example, the last one I saw was the Mercy one, where it was like change Mercy for competitive reasons, and then the other one where the car's turning off is because nerf Mercy because of all the whiny fans that can't handle Valkyrie or whatever.
Right.
It's kind of like Hotline Bling.
Goku.
See?
Oh man.
I'm just
That's
gonna
probably my
assume this is
favorite
funny
one so
because I have no context.
Goku's a terrible dad.
Okay.
Like the
So
joke
Darth
is
Vader.
well, yeah, sure.
So
the,
is your dad.
the joke is that like Goku always prioritizes training over actually raising his his kids and paying attention to his family. But it's like the show isn't self-aware enough to realize that Goku's a terrible dad. So like no one in the show actually questions it. I guess
thought
Chi-Chi
Goku
does.
was a kid.
Well, I mean, no, that's Gohan. I mean, Goku was a kid in Dragon Ball, but not Dragon Ball Z.
Wait, there's one without the Z?
Yeah,
Well, don't get him started on the Super Saiyan forms.
What?
how could you possibly wait? Okay, so you think Goku's a kid, but you also think he's a kid in Dragon Ball Z?
I didn't know there was anything but Dragon Ball Z. I've never watched it.
Yeah, dude, there's Dragon Ball first, where Goku was a kid. It was like before it was like a fighting freaking
Right.
anime too.
The
It
Z
was more like
stands
a
for growing up.
yeah. The Z stands for I don't know.
Zupa?
It's his super grown up form too.
His Goku
Is
Z.
that the online alias?
It stands for Super Saiyan.
Theo Carr says the Z stands for hope.
It's like
I don't get it.
Man, Takuma, you really gotta like work on your like fandom culture, dude.
feel
I
like
gotta
an-
start.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with this one particular show or show.
Oh, you haven't known the show, you haven't known the memes, you haven't
You don't
known
know
the
Superman?
movie, the Superman movie that this is referencing.
Man.
Wait, what Superman movie?
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
The
I
S
never
stands
saw
for
that.
hope. You've never seen anything.
What do you mean I've never seen? I've seen plenty.
No, you haven't. You didn't even know there were 4 different Dragon Ball animes. You thought the only one was Z.
Or
Yes!
Hold up, stop. I'm gonna guess what the 4 are, okay?
All right.
What I know there's Dragon Ball, there's Dragon Ball Z, I
Mhm.
think there's Dragon Ball Gran Turismo, right?
What? Ha.
That's like,
Ha ha ha.
and then the
Funny
last
joke.
one is
Funny
no,
joke.
but for real. All right, I don't know what the last one is. I think the last one is Dragon Ball Z with the Z like attached to the end of the thing.
No, there's no Z. There's no Z.
I'm just as
What's
lost.
the
as
fourth
you.
one? What's the fourth one?
Okay, well, technically there's 5 if you count Kai, but Kai is really just a repackaging of the original Dragon Ball Z anime. So you've got Dragon Ball, you've got Dragon Ball Z, you've got Dragon Ball GT, which no one likes to count because it's technically not canon. You have Dragon Ball Kai, which is re-releasing of Dragon Ball Z, and then you've
Dragon Ball
got
Zane.
and then you've got Dragon Ball Super, which is the newest anime that takes place after Dragon Ball Z, but in between GT, like right before GT.
There's so many things
But
I
GT isn't
haven't
canon.
experienced in
But
this
GT's
world,
technically not. Well, the thing is, GT is like
it's an alternate universe thing. It's like a Dark Mirror kind of deal.
no.
where, like-
People just don't consider it
the one where-
canon because the original, it wasn't based off a manga, and Akira Toriyama didn't work on it, who was the creator of Dragon Ball. So it's just one of those things that people kind of disregard as canon when it's. I mean, I don't know if there's if people have gone like on the record in an official capacity to say that GT is not canon. I think it's just one of those things that community doesn't accept. So I don't know. I consider it canon. I like the GT, so I think it's perfectly fine and it works in the canon. I like Pan, and I like Baby Goku, and I like Baby. Come on, dude! People are telling me to get out. Super Saiyan 4 forms are cool. I can't be the only one that thinks that.
Is there
I
something
feel
else about
knows
this?
what they look
every
like.
time when somebody says
Oh, Takuma, don't get me started. There's so much special about Super Saiyan 4 form.
when somebody
Is
says
there more than
Dragon Ball Z to
There's
me,
like okay.
Takuma, there's Super Saiyan. There's Super Saiyan 1.5, Super Saiyan 1.8. It's the second form. Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and then Super Saiyan Rose, and there's Ultra Instinct, which isn't actually a Super Saiyan form, and then there's there's the pseudo Super Saiyan form that takes place before the Super Saiyan form, and then you've got the legendary Super Saiyan form, which is like what Broly was. And
Okay.
you've got like the
Next
Yes.
question. What does Super Saiyan mean?
Okay, so
Like, I'm vaguely aware it's like
you're
some sort
speaking
of
my language
power-
now, buddy.
I'm vaguely aware it's some sort of like power up or level up or.
Do you know what a
Like-
Saiyan is?
He's got it's a
A
monkey.
Saiyan
dude.
is like one of
It's a
those
monkey.
things. It's where it's like a phrase that people repeat, but they don't really necessarily know what it means or its origin. You know, it's just a Saiyan.
No, it's an alien monkey, but then
I'm
he takes on the form or
I'm
something.
just a Saiyan.
And then he like
You know,
the-
like
the-
what's good for the
he
goose is good
infuses
for the gander. It's
monkey
just a
form with
Saiyan.
chi,
It's just a Saiyan.
and then the
No,
monkey
John's
form
actually
comes
right.
in.
It's an alien monkey. That's what a Saiyan is.
Yeah.
So
No, you told me
Goku,
this. I'm educated.
yeah, Goku's not he's not a human being. He's a Saiyan. That's his race. He's an alien monkey, and an alien monkey.
Now, yeah, I had no idea. I figured this was just some sort of, hey, we're like dudes with superpowers, but we can like level up by screaming.
Well, I mean that the leveling up by screaming works. That's
I thought
true.
Saiyan was just like a title or a status or a state of being.
Good grief.
Nah, dude, that's their race. They're monkey people. That's why they have tails.
I mean, you could be telling me
Because
the
one
truth.
of them,
You could
one
not
of them
be. I
kinda
have
looks
no
like
idea.
Mewtwo. One of them kind of looks like Mewtwo. I don't know his name. He's like
Mewtwo?
purple.
Oh, that's Barris or Beerus. I think I don't know how you actually pronounce his name, but the little
Yeah,
like
because I assume you know what I mean. But yeah,
yeah, you could be talking about Frieza too. Actually,
because I know that.
Or
there's
is it a
one-
cat alien or is it like a white and purple alien?
I think there's both. I think that I know there's more than one that looks like Mewtwo because they've got the long like kind of like cat like tail.
Does anyone have a picture of these?
Yeah, Phweffie, can you post a picture? I can immediately tell you who it is the second you post it.
No, like I don't. How am I supposed to search if I don't know the
yeah,
name?
it'd be better if Var posted some people you think it is, and then Phweffie would.
All right, cool. All right,
She's got a
once.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
shut character. I'm just gonna have a look at the characters.
It sounds like you might be talking about Frieza from what people are talking about. Actually,
Welcome to
Thinking,
TTV
like-
DBZ.
Yeah,
I know what you mean
remember
by the
used to be a
cat
BIONICLE
person because I've
podcast.
just seen a photo of them.
No,
does that look familiar at all, Phweffie? Frieza?
Yes, that's
is
the
that,
Okay,
is that, a,
so
is
you-
that a Saiyan?
You were talking about no. This is Frieza. He's Frieza's race, is what they call it. I don't think there's an official name for what alien race he is.
So, like,
They
Kreka
don't
and
have a
Butaka.
race.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's
We ever
no
get a race
official.
for Axon?
I think we did. I think we have a race for Brutaka. No, we don't. No, we don't. Yeah, it's Axon species and Brutaka species.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
you're
no
right.
name for him.
They don't.
Oh, we're getting away from the point. A Saiyan is an alien monkey. Okay. So here's the
Why
thing.
do they look like people?
I don't really know, to be honest. Well, to be fair, it's not their true form. Their true form is a giant monkey. Like they turn into a giant ape. Whenever the full moon's out, it's like a werewolf.
Gotta be
Ex-
pulling my leg.
No.
Really
Wait,
not.
No,
Interesting.
it's real. It's real.
yeah, no, it's totally true. So whenever the full moon is out, like they turn into a giant ape, and that's the great ape form is their true form, right? And their human form is just like their like condensed chi form, right? So it's like them channeling their energy in like a smaller form. But when they're in their great ape form, they have like full capacity for all their like powers and strength and chi energy and stuff. Right? So yeah, there's Goku fighting against it's Gohan. That's his son. That's his
Wait,
little baby boy.
Saiyans
Yeah, that's
are
his
giant
son.
ape things.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
It's during a full moon that they turn into giant ape things.
Yes.
So if both of these things are giant ape things, why is only one of them a giant ape thing?
Because if you notice, Goku doesn't have his tail. So to turn
Okay.
into a giant ape, which is your true form, you need your tail, which you're born with. But if you get your tail cut off, you revert back to your human-looking form.
So all the chi and magic and powers in the tail.
Well, to access your giant ape form, yeah, pretty much.
So your
It's one of those
polymorph
shows you
spell
have
is
to
in your tail.
watch to really.
Basically, yeah.
Wow.
Guys,
this is
Yeah,
But
They're
we're
not-
just talking about base Saiyan, though. This is our base Saiyan form. The ape form is their full true form, and then their Saiyan normal base form is when they look like humans, right? But a Super Saiyan is something so much more than that. It's a Saiyan. Remember, a Saiyan is an alien person, right? An alien monkey person.
alien monkey person. Okay.
Right. So a
super
Super
alien
Saiyan.
person.
Oh, wait, actually, no. Hold up. Before we get into that, Dragon Ball Z, right? It's a fighting show. It's all about fighting. But there's two things that determine how good of a fighter you are in the show, right? There
The
is
size of your tail.
there is power and there's energy, right? So like power is like your strength. It's like your physical strength. It's like how
over 9,000, all that rubbish.
How strong you are. But then your energy is like your key. It's like your actual cells in your body that generate life force that you can channel through your hands and shoot laser beams. Right? So you've got your energy, you've got your strength, power, energy. Cool. Awesome. So when you're a Super Saiyan is a normal Saiyan who is channeling all the S cells in his body and exploding all the ki out of his body and generating this evolution, this new form, and that is a Super Saiyan. He supercharges his energy, doubling his strength. Right? So that's a Super Saiyan. But then you've got Super Saiyan 2. Super Saiyan 2 is very similar, but it's like I think it's 1,000 times as powerful as Super Saiyan 1.
But if number 1 is doing all the power, where does number 2 come from?
Well, you can't reach Super Saiyan 2 form until you've generated S cells, which you get by training and like strengthening up your body. So like
midichlorians.
Kind of, yes. But like, okay, so you know how you can lift weights and build muscle?
You can? I wouldn't know.
Yes. Well, okay, you can lift weights and build muscle. Just like how if you train your energy consumption and everything, you can build S cells, but you can only get S cells if you're a Saiyan, because Saiyan cells. That's what it's called, right? So they're building up their S cells, and the more S cells they have, the more they can, like, I don't know, channel energy and explode or whatever, and become they can access other forms. So Super Saiyan 2 is them at their peak. They built up their S cells to get to that form, right? So Super Saiyan 2 is 1,000 times more powerful than Super Saiyan 1. But then you've got Super Saiyan 3, and Super Saiyan 3 is even more powerful and ridiculous and crazy. Here, let me post a picture, actually.
Oh, it's like someone explaining football to me.
Like I said, earlier, I think it's one of those things you have to watch it and slowly take in.
One thing I'm actually kind of wondering is what's the weirdest way you can explain Bionicle?
There's got to be weird ways to do it.
Well, you got to think about it, right?
Robots that are part organic but have this ancient tribal system are on an island that is made out of a giant robot's face.
There's a bigger robot face, and also the robots have faces that have power. They can take off their faces and get a new power. Or if they lose their face, they pass out.
Faces that live on a giant face and / inside a giant robot that's face it belongs to.
So why I didn't actually mention how Gohan, which is Goku's son, how he reached Super Saiyan 2 is by having this big rage moment. So you need a trigger, something to emotionally drive you over the edge. Something to get you going. And once you get there, boom, you hit that energy spike and boom, you become the next Super Saiyan form, right? This is Super Saiyan 1 Goku. So he's really strong, he's really cool. You use that to kill Frieza. It's really cool form. You can see. Sure.
Where in this grand scale is ape form? At the top, towards the bottom, in the middle?
No, ape form is their true form. It's not it's not more powerful.
Yeah.
It's
not more powerful than Super Saiyan. It is more it's more powerful than their normal human looking form. But otherwise, it's really just their true how they truly look. It's a little bit more stronger, but not that much stronger. So it's lesser than Super Saiyan. Okay. But then you've got Super Saiyan 1 here, and you can kind of see the differences between the forms through the hair. That's your visual guide.
Bleaches your hair.
To tell you, yeah, sort of.
So bleaches and hairspray.
Super Saiyan 1 bleaches your hair. Super Saiyan 2, you get this little Superman kind of bang going on the forehead. There's that one single bang.
It's the same for everybody?
Yeah, it's a typical visual design cue that you work with. I don't think Vegeta gets it, but here's Gohan in Super Saiyan 2 form, and you can tell he's got that bang.
Vegeta is the guy who's it's over 9,000, right?
That's correct.
He's in looking at. Oh, okay.
I've never. He's like the prince, right? Isn't he the prince from the?
He's the prince of all Saiyans.
No, he's the prince of Monkey Planet. But then Goku,
he's okay. Get this.
He's Vegeta's son.
Vegeta is the prince of Planet Vegeta. Which is where the Saiyans are from.
Wait, so who's king of Planet Vegeta?
King Vegeta!
Oh boy.
Does he have a sister too?
No, he doesn't. But yeah, there's King Vegeta, who named the planet Vegeta after him, and he also named his kid Vegeta after him.
What was the planet's name before?
There actually is a name for it. I forget what the name is. But they took, because the Saiyans are actually like warlord like aliens. They're kind of like Spartans except aliens. So they go around like conquering and like devastating planets because they like war or whatever.
Oh, that's a plot of Invincible.
Yeah, something like that. But like the planet Vegeta actually wasn't always called Planet Vegeta. It used to belong to like a peaceful race of aliens until the Saiyans came over and like killed them all and took over their planet. So yeah, that there's that. But yeah, so yeah, Vegeta can reach Super Saiyan.
So where does the numerical amount of power come in?
Well,
their chi, right? Isn't that?
Yeah,
like
it's based off their chi, right? So like Super Saiyan. Okay, so this is why I kind of explained that there's two different ways to.
Where's the over 9,000?
We're getting really into the weeds. We're getting real into the weeds here.
This
is a rabbit trail we might not be able to come back from.
It's a displacement between strength and energy, right? So like Super Saiyans, it's an increase. It's a burst in energy, but not necessarily strength, right? So the stronger, the higher up in form you get in Super Saiyan, the less likely it is that you're going to be able to maintain that form because it's a ton of energy and you need to train your body, build up your strength to be able to maintain it. So Super Saiyan 2 is really good, but it takes more strength to maintain it than Super Saiyan 1.
Right now, but my eyes are just glossing over.
But we haven't even gotten to Super Saiyan 3!
We've moved on from football. We're now in like advanced calculus.
I want to hear like, all right, just Phweffie, I know you haven't been, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I just want to hear you summarize what you know from what Var's been telling you. Just in a couple sentences. I want to hear what.
Okay.
Give it back to me in your own words.
Yeah, give it back to me in your own words.
So there's a planet, and it belonged to someone else, and they took it over, and then there was a lot of people called Vegeta. Very popular baby name for the planet. But anyways, Vegeta with Goku, and then they fight probably over the Dragon Balls, which I do know what they are. They are super powerful orbs.
Yeah.
Wait, the Dragon Balls are actually a thing.
Yeah, they're golden balls that can be gathered around and to summon a dragon.
What?
Okay.
I want to hear her explain it
And
first.
basically, they've been having a fight, throughout the entire anime or whatever. Goku is a alien monkey who changed.
That sounds so stupid when you put it that way.
Alien monkey that can change into a big monkey, like a were monkey in the moon.
That's what I got.
It's correct. So far, it's correct.
He has a kid which he doesn't look after.
He's a deadbeat dad. Yes, that's correct.
Fighting Vegeta, who is also probably a deadbeat dad for his kid Vegeta.
Wait, what? What was that last bit?
No, okay, listen. I know it would make a lot of sense, but Vegeta's kid is not named Vegeta.
No, Vegeta's kid is named Trunks, but not to be confused with future Trunks, who's actually the same Trunks, but from the future, who traveled to the past to rewrite the wrongs that ruined his future. But that's not to be confused with the same future Trunks in the new future Trunks arc, that they're doing in Dragon Ball Super, right? So there's like 3 different Trunkses. Not to be confused with Trunks from Dragon Ball GT, who is technically the same Trunks as Kid Trunks from Dragon Ball Z, but not the same Trunks as future Trunks from the other timeline.
Okay, listen. I've always wanted to do this show. I've always wanted to do this show, and that is people explain stuff they don't know about, but have just learned through osmosis. I wanted to go to take my phone and go to my mom and have her explain the plot of BIONICLE based on what she's heard from me for since I was a kid, when I was 13 or something, and just and she's kind of seen the movies, and kind of seen one or two. I'd love to see her explain what happened to BIONICLE.
Now. So now
it's like that one meme.
The only time I've ever seen someone get so enthused about Dragon Ball Z was when they pulled out a 13-inch statuette.
Oh yeah, no, because Takuma, you actually mentioned it earlier, but
What?
there are spreadsheets. Like there are spreadsheets of power levels, right? Like how strong this form is compared to this form. Like the actual numbers are like splayed out and everything. So it exists.
So a society of alien were-monkeys are fighting with hairstylist superpowers are fighting over Dragon Balls.
The wishing balls. They're
The wishing
balls.
balls.
They give,
Yeah.
I thought they were
give
Dragon
you-
Balls.
Well,
They
they're
are
Dragon
Dragon
Balls,
Balls, but they give
but
you a
it's
wish.
like a genie's lamp, right? So when
you can wish on Dragon's balls.
you can take the balls, you can bring a dragon forward, and then you can use the dragon to grant one wish.
We're butchering this story.
So,
crazy. but
You can
it's
bring
like
people
we're
back
not,
to
we're
life. You
just-
can ask for immortality. You can become strong or whatever. And the dragon will grant that wish. And then once he grants the wish, he'll like die or whatever. Not really, he just disappears.
What happens to the balls afterwards?
And the balls. That's the thing. You have to journey to find them every time.
No,
So
but after the wish or whatever.
So do they
yeah,
re-
after the wish, they explode across the planet and they go to a random place. And the next time you want to wish, you have to search for them. You have to search for the balls and bring them all back together, and then you get another wish. But that's what the show is about. Finding the Dragon Balls.
Can't you just wish for like
But
the constant whereabouts of the Dragon Balls?
you
I
would
wish for
think
infinite
coming back.
balls.
you would think, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The Dragon Balls are tied to the planet, right? And the god of said planet, right? I think it has to be a
Oh,
Namek.
there's gods too.
There are gods.
Oh,
Yes.
for crying
Oh,
out
don't
loud.
even get me started. There are tiers of gods.
Are they so we
You've got the
like,
kami
chimpanzees,
gods.
and then the orangutans. And
You've
then
got the,
gorillas.
You got the Kais. You got the I don't even know what they're called. Just the whatever there's another level, another Kai level. Then you've got the gods of destruction, and then you've got the true gods above them who control everything and made everything, right?
Do they have balls too?
I don't know. See, the thing is, I think the kami gods are the ones that have the balls. But every single planet has its own kami, which is its own god, who's not actually
Wait,
god. He's a lower.
communism too?
No, he's a kami, not a con. Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, he's not a kami, but he's a kami. He's called kami. It's with a K. It's a difference. But he made his own Dragon Balls. He birthed these Dragon Balls on his planet. So there's a god of Earth. There's a god of Namek, which is another planet. So Namek, for instance, has its own Dragon Balls, its own set of Dragon Balls. They're really big for some reason. Really big balls. It summons a really big dragon. And it can grant... Yeah, Pielakar, he's got it. So the Dragon Balls of Namek can actually grant 3 wishes, unlike the Dragon Balls of Earth, which can only grant 1. So it actually behooves you to go to Namek to get wishes instead of going to Earth. Of course, Namek's blown up right now, so you can't actually do that.
I mean, if you're
Yeah,
going to
didn't-
Earth for any kind of wish, you're pretty
Yes.
much screwed.
Yeah. I don't know. Everyone keeps coming to Earth for some reason. Earth's not that great. I don't know why they keep coming to Earth.
We have
Surely there are
pizza.
other Dragon Balls out there, but I don't know.
We're the
Like,
only
just
planet
in
with pizza.
general, like aliens go to Earth way too much. Just don't even bother. What is
I
the
don't know,
appar-
what do we
what's
really
so
have
great here?
here?
We have
Apparently,
millions of
Namek is
tiny
back.
gods.
I didn't even know that. Namek is back. I haven't caught up with Super or anything, so I didn't know that.
Oh, and then the Kami Earth died. They remade him with a new.
Oh yeah,
Earth
the Dende. Dende's the new Kami of Earth, so now you get 2 wishes.
Oh, Dende? Oh, I saw. Okay, all I know about
Understand
Dragon
this
Ball, I
language?
know through Dragon Ball Abridged, which we all binged one day.
Yeah.
That's all I know about this entire thing. All right, I think we probably should start taking a breather from the Dragon Ball discussion before.
Oh, but
So
I love
that's
Dragon
this.
Ball.
I know you do, Var. We can start a new channel, okay?
Yay.
TTZ channel.
I didn't even get to all the freaking Super Saiyan forms. We only made it
Okay,
to
what's
3.
the highest
We'll call it
form?
we'll call it TTW, the 3 wishes.
The highest
it'll
Super Saiyan form
It'll be
currently
a Namek
is
based podcast.
currently, yeah. I mean, they release a new form like every other year, so it's Super Saiyan God Super
Oh,
Saiyan.
duty.
So
Wait, what?
Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is the current highest Super Saiyan form.
What? Why? But it's before and after. And what's the? Huh?
It actually makes a lot of sense. It's
Okay,
a really clever naming scheme. All right.
Wait.
See-
So there's a So there's like gods, but there's a specific god for Super Saiyans, and this god of Super Saiyans can become its own Super Saiyan?
Okay, this is why I had to clarify that there's a difference between strength and ki. Because, alright, a Super Saiyan god Super Saiyan is...
Hold on, Professor, I can only take notes so fast.
Alright, so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. So, a Super Saiyan is a Saiyan, an alien monkey, who can reach the Super Saiyan form, right? So there's a difference. There's a difference between being a Super Saiyan and the Super Saiyan form itself, which is the gold spiky hair, right? So if you can't reach the Super Saiyan form, you're just a Saiyan, right? You're just a Saiyan. You're not anything better.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay.
So if you can reach Super Saiyan form, then you're considered a Super Saiyan, regardless of whether or not you're in that form.
Exactly. Bingo. You got it. So Goku is a Super Saiyan, right? Even if he's in normal base form or if he's in Super Saiyan form. So, with that said, there's this thing called God Chi, right? So a god in this universe has their own version of Chi, which is godly Chi, right? So a god can give their chi to a normal person or a normal Saiyan, whatever, any other thing by training with them or any other way by being in like proximity with them or something. But yeah. So a Super Saiyan god is a Super Saiyan who has godly chi. He's using godly chi. He doesn't necessarily have to be in the Super Saiyan form, though. It's just a Super Saiyan, a person who can reach Super Saiyan, who has God Chi.
This is a Super Saiyan God or a God Super Saiyan?
This is just a Super Saiyan God.
Well, but if he's not actually God, why wouldn't you put the God first?
Because it's just a Super Saiyan. It's a Super Saiyan with the God Chi, the God energy.
All right, let's we rephrase it, okay? So it's like there's Were Monkey, and then
I'm following so far. And
then there's like roided Rare Monkey with God powers, and there's a God roided Rare Monkey with God powers. So that's what that's.
I feel like that's even more confusing.
You're losing me. Continue.
Yeah, I feel like that was more confusing. All right, so Super Saiyan God, right? It's a Super Saiyan who has God Chi. Now, a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, and this is why it makes sense, is a Super Saiyan, with the title of Super Saiyan, who has the potential to reach Super Saiyan form. It's a Super Saiyan with God Chi, who then activates the Super Saiyan form with the God Chi. So it's a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Boom. Mic drop.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Now, technically, this is the highest form. However,
thus far,
I would say that Super Saiyan Rosé is technically stronger.
What?
So Super
Rosé?
Super Saiyan Rosé, yes.
That sounds like some sort of French pastry.
Because Super Saiyan Rosé is a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, who is a god.
But were they always?
No. So,
okay.
The only Super Saiyan Rosé that exists is Goku Black, right? So it is...
That's racist.
It's in an alternate timeline. Goku dies, and someone takes over his body. And this is a god that took over his body.
And it was black.
Sure, he was black.
I don't believe you.
So remember how I said Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is a Super Saiyan that's using God Chi? Well, now he is a god. So it's a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan who's just generating godly Chi.
Okay.
Yeah.
I regret ever bringing this up. I was trying to reference a funny conversation we had. I didn't mean for this to become this whole additional thing. Plus,
now am I going to heaven now? Is purgatory over?
You have served your time, Phweffie. Pass into the light, into the glory of the unknown.
Well, I had fun, guys. This has been a great episode.
Wait, it's not over, is it?
No, we still got some time. We're gonna take the talking stick away from Bar, and we're gonna. What do we throw it to anyone else? Someone catch.
You never even technically got past Super Saiyan 3.
Will to live after that.
Save it for the after show, Bar.
Fine.
Okay,
I don't really have much to talk about. I've just kind of been working and like.
I had
What
a
did
pretty
you really? I
small
don't know if
birthday.
Talk about your
okay.
That may
birthday.
just be me.
Let's go birthday. Let's go birthday.
Did you become Super Saiyan?
No.
Oh.
Mad
So-
Balls Babbo Invasion!
That was one. Okay, so yeah, I do want to give a shout out to those people who joined the Mad Balls game night. That was so much fun. It reminded me of why I love that game so much back in the day.
Fun game. I forgot how fun it was.
Oh yeah, and it was like I was so happy that people were competent. Like I had to work. It was a challenge for me. I like that. You know,
I love
which is
the
strange
flavor
considering the
and
fact that we
everything.
only play the game like once a year.
Yeah. I definitely felt myself improve. Matches we played.
It was also nice that we actually had like a dedicated server tool running for once instead of making Envy swap the maps and stuff every time. And yes, I wanted Pilakar dead constantly. Holy cow. I don't remember many specifics at this point. I just remember hating Pilakar. I wanted
I
to kill
just-
him.
That's how we all feel.
Oof.
Shout out to PL.
Everybody started playing Hornhead because his ability is so like easy to kill people with.
Oh yeah, Hornhead OP.
Hornhead! Wow!
But
Martin heard of who?
yeah. But no, actually some of my coworkers decided to take me out for my birthday, and
Oh.
it was legit like the best birthday I have ever had. Like first thing we did,
Good.
I always wanted to do an escape room, and we actually went and did an escape room. Has anyone else on TTV done an escape room?
Oh, I've always wanted to do one, and I actually
Yeah,
have
I've done an
never
escape
it.
room. They're actually pretty fun.
It was a blast, and it was actually really cool because we weren't able to like get the room to ourselves. We had to pick a spot that already had a couple, like a time slot that already had people in it. But those people never showed up, so we got to do it ourselves anyway. And
Oh,
it was nice because we were apparently all of relatively the same intellectual level. Like everyone contributed pretty equally. There was nobody like doing everything or another person who like just didn't do anything at all. But it was a lot of fun because they just like stick us in this little room. It just kind of looks like a small dining room, and they play a video for us where it's like this guy is saying, "Oh, I don't like my family, so I'm not giving my inheritance to those with my blood. I'm giving it to those with my brain."
Oh. Sorry,
Oh.
why
That sounds like me.
Why I just posted in a popular Meso game?
Let me see.
Well, that got dark.
Oh my god, this one's great.
oh my god! Beto!
Savage.
boy.
Anyways, Takuma, continue. Have you got?
Yeah, sorry, not to take away from your.
It's okay. But it was a lot of fun. We really definitely want to go back and get another one, or do another one at some point. But yeah, it's like the whole theme of the room we were in was just to find this guy's inheritance. So at first we were in this like small dining room, and immediately we find this briefcase, which had like 2 3-digit combo locks on it, and there was a tag on it that read something like "Call me Jim and Ben," which I don't know why I didn't think of this right away, but Jim and Ben, both 3 letters. We're looking for 3 numbers on each side of the case. You look at a phone. How would you spell out Jim and Ben using the letters? So we did that, opened it up, and there's like this picture inside. And I'm looking all over the picture trying to find some sort of clue in it. But then I'm like, wait, pictures go on a wall. So I just look, and right behind me, there's a nail on the wall. So I put it on there, and secret door opens.
Ooh.
So that was really cool. So we all run into the room, except for Kevin, who was over in the other corner looking at something. He turns around and he's like, "Guys, where'd you go?" But oh my gosh, it was a blast. Like the only complaint I could come up with for that particular room is that a lot of it was like find numbers and figure out which lock the numbers go to.
Yeah, that was how it was to the one that I did too. It was a lot of locks and a lot of like, what code does this one have?
Yeah,
and stuff.
what numbers or whatever, or like
matching the code to the lock.
yeah. The one that I did like was in the second secret room we found. There was like a whole bunch of like classic paintings on the wall. Like it was The Last Supper, I think The Starry Night. It was like 4 different paintings, and each one had like a label by it, but it was just like random words. one of my coworkers figured out, there are word scrambles of the actual painting. We need to match the right label with the right painting. So we did that. Nothing happened. So we're like, okay. We eventually had to go back to a previous room, found a key that was like chained to the inside of a fireplace. We had to use that to unlock some sort of box, and inside there was a flashlight with a black light bulb in it. So we run back into the other room and we shine it around, and underneath where we put each of these labels, there's like invisible ink on the wall that shows up under a black light. And it had like an arrow and a number. We figured out, you have to like go from that end of the word and find the letter that's that many spaces over. And that was eventually, it led us to eventually figuring out the final puzzle and getting the keys to unlock the last door. But what was really cool about this place, I don't know, maybe other places do this, but they actually score you based on how quickly you did it, whether or not you completed it, how many people there were, how did you need hints, and how many hints did you need. We almost broke the record for that room.
Really?
So we were given the title of Escape God.
Cool.
Nice.
That was pretty cool.
I'm glad you found a group of people that you can really work well with. It sounds like you will know, like...
We should do one day. It's TTV.
That would be amazing.
You want to do one in New York?
Would end up arguing...
Do they have it? I guess they would.
Like,
I should try it.
I'm assuming New York City would have one.
Should try it.
Imagine
everywhere.
New York has one somewhere.
Real quick, want to talk real quick about Lego Live. You guys should all go because we are going to Lego Live in New York City. It's on February 16th to 18th. Me, Var, Meso, and Ven are going to be there as well as AT. So just come down and see us. It'll be great. And
it'll be awesome. We're going to be there for every single day. So
if enough people want to, we might do a meetup in New York City. Because like 5 of us will be there. So it's kind of like a whole deal. The thing is like AT's like, he's an important part of the channel, but sometimes he purposely wants to keep kind of
very much behind the curtain.
Yeah, very much like a low profile. So I don't know if I want to like be like AT will be there. He'll sign all your stuff and take all your pictures. Like maybe he'll be like a little. I don't know if he wants to interact with that at that level. But no, the very least the 4 of us are going to be there. I'm sure you can get an autograph from him too. He'll like.
Yeah. It'll be really cool though. We got a lot of stuff planned out there. Definitely check out the Lego Boost section, which is what we have been working on quite a lot recently, and we'll also have a pretty cool presentation on stage too. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm really excited. It's been in the works for a good while, but it's just about to happen in the next 2 weeks here, and we're gonna start promoting it on our channel here.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be awesome, dude.
So, yep.
I'm very excited.
And
anyway.
Yeah.
So after the escape
It's
room,
very silent.
Right.
we got wood-fired pizza,
Thank
which
you very
I've
much,
never
guys,
had
for
before.
listening to the podcast. Unless there's anything else people want to add.
She says as she's cutting off Takuma's
I feel like the entertainment of the podcast went down when I started talking about me.
Aww.
No, that's not true. It
was
went
fun here
down.
before.
No Dragon Ball.
It went
but-
down.
Put that on yourself.
Hey,
No,
wait a
it's
minute
like-
now.
Okay, but
Dragon Ball for more than 10 minutes. That was when everybody
But,
started like, okay.
But the other highlight on the night was actually, I want to someday when we get together again, I really want to play this game. Have you ever heard of a board game called Betrayal at House on the Hill?
No.
I have.
Type of
I
Cluedo
have.
game,
So
though.
have you ever played it?
No. I have never played it. I have only
Okay,
heard of it.
so this is the next few minutes are basically going to be like a plug for this board game. But I got it through Secret Santa at work actually.
Can you link it?
And then what's up?
Can you link it? Real quick?
Like Amazon or something, or
No, I mean just the website, so I can like put it up on the.
oh, is there a website? I don't know.
Tell me the
it's-
name again.
It's called Betrayal at House on the Hill. It's a board game. It's like a haunted house sort of board game. And it's also got like some light, almost like RPG elements because, you pick a character and your character each has like 4 stats. What are they? They're like, it's like knowledge, willpower, strength, and speed, basically. But so the idea is you enter this haunted house and the house is never built in advance. You discover the house as you go every time. So like all the rooms are just like tiles. You have this stack of tiles, and every time you go through a doorway, you draw the next tile to see what room you just walked into. And when you go into certain rooms, they will either have some sort of item that you can use. Like sometimes they're simple, like, oh, you found a revolver, or you found smelling salts, or there will be things like the dark dice, which you can, like, you roll dice and it can give you some good or bad sort of effect. There will be events where it's like skeletons pop out of nowhere, or you hear a child giggling and you feel something brush past your feet. And then there's these things called omens, and omens are kind of like the focus of the first part of the game. And they're like items, but they also move along the omen counter. Like, what's some omens? Like, you find a madman in one, or you find this mysterious ring with strange inscriptions on it. So you're playing this game, everyone's going around the house, hopefully not getting killed by well, you can't get killed in the first part of the game, but just discovering random spooky things in this house. And every time someone finds an omen, you have to roll these dice to figure out if this thing called the haunt begins. Now, as you find more omens, it gets harder and harder to roll above that number because it goes up. Here's the cool part, though. Sooner or later, you're going to roll low enough where you start the haunt. And the way the haunt works is you figure out what's the last omen you found, and what room did you find it in. So, like, in the case of the game we played on my birthday, one of my coworkers found the madman in the gallery, I think it was. So, based on what was found last where, the game will end in one of 50 different ways. Okay, I thought that would be a lot more impressive, but literally, like, the game starts out the same every time, but there are 50 different ways. There are literally 50 different ways that the game will finish.
Wait, guys, get this. The game will end in 50 different ways.
Because, well, so you're ruining it, man. You're ruining it. Okay, so when you first open the game box, there's 3 booklets in there. One's your basic instructions, and there are 2 that say "Do not read." And so the idea is every game, one person becomes the traitor based on who found what where when the haunt began. And in this particular case, what happened was the person who found the madman got killed, and they then control the madman. And so for our particular scenario, the whole idea of this haunted house was that like a family died there, and the like dead zombie parents or whatever wanted more children or something, which is why we were all lured into the house. And so the traitor and everyone else, what are now the heroes, each have their own set of rules, and they each know very limited things about the other. So the end of the game becomes this scenario where each side is trying to win, but each side only has some of the information. And so, like, for this particular scenario, what we had to do is these zombies, basically the previous residents of the house, were running around trying to kill us. Simply enough. What we had to do is we had to lure the zombies to very specific rooms in the house, and basically hope that when they walked in the room, they would realize it was a room that was important to them while they were alive, and they would just kind of like lose themselves in the room and stop chasing us. Because you can't kill
from the moment I've never known.
Thank you, Var.
No, I'm yeah. It sounds real cool. It sounds like something that like we should play.
It is definitely
like,
something that we should play.
As
or like,
yeah.
Or like as an example, the second time we played it, we never got to finish the game before everyone left. But it was totally a different scenario where the traitor found this ghost bride and felt bad for it. So she pointed out one of the other people as like, oh, here's your long lost love. So in this case, the heroes had to like find out the actual name of this ghost bride's, groom or whatever. We had to find the name. We had to go make our way to the crypt, find the body, dig it up, and then get both it and the ring to the chapel before the ghost could come kill one of us, bring them to the chapel, and complete a wedding ceremony.
So it's like a quest built system. It's like a That's interesting.
The first half of the game always starts the same, where you're exploring the house and different weird, spooky, creepy things are happening. But then just kind of depending on what bad things are found where, you have a completely different set of objectives for the the end game.
It reminds me of
maybe I'm not explaining it very well, but it's very cool game, very awesome.
I mean, like, yeah, could have been
concept.
Could have been real interesting. Lord BioNICLE from the YouTube chat says it sounds like Jumanji, but a horror version. Yeah, kind of.
Well, that's
I've never seen either.
Interesting
Jumanji
way of putting
I've
it.
never seen either Jumanji, or movie rather.
Boy,
I'm aware of it's like a thing where it's like, oh, you're sucked into a game or something like that.
At this point, what have you seen?
Despicable Me.
Of all the things, really? Despicable Me? The one you chose to see?
Megamind.
Mine's alright.
It's
Megamind's alright. It's,
Kung
it's
Fu
a pretty
Panda.
Good. That's a good one. That's a
I'm
good
just
one.
listing DreamWorks movies I've seen.
I think
They may
Meg-
not even
Why-
all be
Megamind
Have you not
DreamWorks.
seen
alright.
Pixar movies?
What's that? I've seen I think the only Pixar movie I think there's 2 Pixar movies I haven't seen. Finding Dory and Cars 3.
You saw The Good Dinosaur? I haven't seen The Good Dinosaur.
I saw The Good Dinosaur.
I refuse
saw
to
The
see
Good
The Good
Dinosaur, too.
Dinosaur.
It was meh.
I feel like it's a
Not Cars too bad, but it was
Right.
just kind of.
I feel it's just like it's a really long short. The short they used to make at the beginning of a Pixar movie. That's
Yeah.
what it is. It's like a short that someone said, "Oh, we don't have a movie lined up. Let's just make this."
Let's just stretch this out.
I liked The Good Dinosaur. I mean, I didn't think it was amazing, but like it wasn't bad. It was just
Phweffie,
generic.
your opinion is wrong, and you should learn how to deal with that. I'm kidding. Do you
Ow.
like it?
You should learn how to deal with that.
I'm sorry. Did you like
that
the
a long
like the
time
movie?
ago? Hence why I'm talking publicly about my opinion.
Dang.
It's fair. No, did you like it?
Honestly, like I don't get why people it's so it's rubbish. Oh no, it was just it was run of the mill.
Should I give it a chance?
You're not missing anything by
If you
missing
ever
it.
get the opportunity, don't go out of your way to watch it. But if you get the opportunity, like I don't see why not. I watched it on the plane. I had 7 hours to kill, so
That sounds like a perfect time to watch it.
That does sound like a great time to watch.
yeah, that was a good time to watch it. But like, don't go out your way. It's not something that I'd say. Oh, rush to your closest screen that can play a film. The Good Dinosaur is amazing. No, it's nothing like that.
I never even
Just
thought of it
you
before,
should
but
watch
it's a
it
lot.
because
It's
you
kind of
learn.
it's like Pixar's Ice Age. In a way,
Ice Age was pretty stupid, so
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
not a glowing recommendation.
Age.
I like the
I'm
first
just
Ice
saying
Age
in terms
too.
of like concept is what I meant.
The first movie had like heart to it. Like there were certain scenes that like were really emotional.
Mhm.
Like there are scenes which are really good. Like, and then it's got obviously like the kiddie humor, like the poop jokes, and like there's some adult jokes in there too. Like
As a
and then it
kid,
just-
I thought Sid was the funniest thing in the world. As an adult,
I thought
I think
he was
Sid
Gosh.
is the most obnoxious thing. in the
I've
world.
always thought Sid.
Sid is worse
even
than
when I was a kid, I
Minions.
found Sid obnoxious. But
I haven't seen Coco yet. I've heard nothing but amazing things
you
about
want to
it.
see
I mean, it was good, but I'm not buying into all the hype.
Huh. Interesting. You're the
I-
first person I have heard that isn't like super gung ho about it.
You know what? I was the same way about the first Guardians of the Galaxy, so are you surprised?
I really like the Day.
Yeah,
of
you
the
also
Dead,
haven't seen a whole
so
lot of things, too, so.
I like the aesthetic of the Day of the Dead, so I'm interested in watching it
Right.
at some point.
Yeah, I like
You
that
should-
aesthetic too.
it's out
feel like
on.
it's
I can give
harder
you a
for
link,
movie to
Phweffie. The whole thing about like Coco is that it's not a Pixar movie. It's basically a Disney movie, a Disney animated movie. It's got a kid protagonist and a kind of the plot twist with the villain and the musical number, and it just
Hey,
doesn't
dude,
feel like a Pixar
spoilers.
I was gonna say spoilers.
movie. You should have watched it by now.
And there was no short.
Was haven't had a
I
chance
mean, it
to.
hasn't even come out on DVD yet. What are you talking about?
Listen, Phweffie.
I agree with her.
Sorry,
We
Mr.
just
Bobby,
said I haven't
not
seen
all
it
of
and I
us
want to
can
see it.
afford to go to the cinema every 5 minutes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Phweffie. If you're poor, you don't deserve to be not spoiled.
Jeez.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at like when is it coming?
All
out
right,
on DVD?
everybody,
I thought it
send
was
your
on
hate
DVD.
mail to
Yeah,
Jonathan Juan.
Phweffie may be poor, but John, you're short. In a few years, Phweffie could be rich, but you'll still be short.
Oh!
I can wear heels.
I'm
Also,
like-
it is on DVD.
She's taller than Kahi, so
It's on DVD right now. I
Right.
don't know what you're talking about.
it'd be advertised on DVD.
Well, apparently it
It's
is.
just like, you know.
Oh no,
I
it
don't
comes out
know.
later this month. It's on
Yeah.
Target for pre-order.
Yeah, dude. So screw you, man.
I mean, the
It
DVD
wasn't-
costs more than a ticket, though. What are you talking about, guys?
Yeah, but it just came out.
Yeah.
It just came out during a bad time. I wasn't like there was not a free moment to go see a movie.
Let me talk to you guys about something called
If
Movie
any
Pass.
time you want, you whack in that DVD. The cinema, you watch it for one sitting.
Does Movie Pass work? And
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Coco. Coco's a really cool movie that I definitely want to see, but it's just not like I'm not like a big Pixar animated movie kind of guy. So it's not like a kind of movie I'm going to actively go out and like try to seek out and watch just because it's good. You know, it's like it's one of those things that I have to. It has to be available to me.
Incredibles 2 comes out.
Now, Incredibles 2. I mean, that's nostalgia though. I'm totally going to go see that day one.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's a Pixar movie. Pixar's different, I feel, from Disney. You know, like the quality of movies are different.
It is, but like I don't know. Pixar, like I might have outgrown Pixar. I know you can't really outgrow Pixar, but for me, I feel like
No,
it doesn't.
Okay.
Isn't quite hit the same thing.
I think Pixar has gotten worse. Not that I've outgrown Pixar. All the old movies, it might be a nostalgia thing, but I think the recent Pixar movies have just not been as good.
Not been
Since
up
like
to
Toy
snuff.
Story 3. Yeah. Like Brave was not that great. What came
yeah,
out
that was a
then?
thing.
Yeah, Cars 3 was not that great.
Really?
Like,
Because
what
my
has been
siblings are like,
out?
"Oh, Cars 3 was actually really good."
I didn't like it.
I don't
I mean,
know. I saw
I
Cars
like
2,
it.
and I was
don't
just like,
think
"No."
it's- I don't think
Finding
it's the
Dory wasn't that
studios.
great.
Never saw that. Don't care to.
I think it's the fact that they're running out of ideas, and so they're
Yeah.
bringing back rehashing things. Like that's
Inside
something
Out.
that I've
Did you like
noticed is that you can
liked Inside
fit
Out.
like most movies into certain categories of what happens in it, and etc. etc.
right.
I think like even Monsters University was okay.
Oh
trying
yeah, I
to
forgot
think
that
what
was a
else.
thing too.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not bad. It was only okay. All the sequels have just been really okay.
Hit me like a freight train. That was a very emotional movie.
What was it called?
Inside Out.
See, the thing that was good about Inside Out is about how the kid wanted to go back to Minnesota.
Wow.
I
That
thought it was
that
a very original
something
concept.
That was different. That was different. That's why it worked. That it was very like. I mean, it's a bit complicated, but once you kind of like when you watch it, you understand it.
The idea basically goes for Pixar. It's like, what if blank were alive? And it's a character focused thing. And generally, they show this by making things and making them feel very real.
So
like
the
when
fact
toys
that
were
we use
alive,
emoji-
You
what
messed
if
up the meme.
cars were
It's-
alive.
No, you messed up the meme. It's not if thing was alive. It's what if thing had feelings. Because then they
Oh,
got to
yeah.
Inside Out, and it's what if feelings had feelings.
That's true. You're right.
Fact that this must be a common thing in animation movies. The fact that the emoji movie exists and everything about the emoji movie is like if you ate your own feces over and over again, you'd get
Oh.
the emoji movie. That's basically it's cannibalizing itself to the point where you
I
get
actually
to
thought-
like this,
You just remind. Sorry,
which
go ahead,
is
Bar.
just like
Or
just
what?
I was gonna say I thought the Emoji Movie was really good. Just
You did?
Wait,
I never
did you-
saw it.
Have you
but
seen it?
I refuse to see it
I
on
saw the
principle.
Emoji Movie day one before I saw Coco.
We wanted to go see the Emoji Movie, and you refused to. You're like, I'm not going to see a bad movie just because
I'm pulling
it
your
was bad.
chain. Didn't see Emoji Movie. Never gonna see that
that's,
movie.
That's,
There
that's why I'm
was-
calling you
I
out.
saw
I'm
an
like,
art-
there's no way. There's no way.
An article sometime where there was an article not too far long ago. I can't remember what country it is, but they like finally lifted their ban on like having movie theaters or something like that, something along those lines. And the very first movie that was shown was the emoji movie.
Yeah. It was one of the. It was a Middle Eastern. They just had a ban on.
Wadden says
movies
Saudi
for a
Arabia.
while. Was it Saudi Arabia? That makes sense.
If Wadden's correct, I mean it's Wadden. So.
Whoa! What's with this? What's with the Wadden shade?
Did you see the picture he made of me earlier?
No,
I look like a freak. More so than usual.
I was about to say. I'm sure it was an improvement, Takuma. Don't worry.
Wow.
Listen, we're all.
How long is this episode going to go for? I feel like we've reached the hour mark a while ago.
No,
Well, you see,
I think
Bard,
we
tell
probably
me
have.
more about
And
what
I'm
you're
gonna. I wanted to get in a little bit so like we could actually have a part we could clip out because like we can't clip out.
You can
this
clip
same
out the
discussion.
Dragon Ball part.
Just
It's
fade
a
in a
long
little bit of the
part.
Dragon Ball part. Just fade in for a bit of
Oh,
it.
fine.
No, we'll fade in for it and then we'll speed it up and then like we'll stop when Phweffie like recounts everything. About
Oh, you
Dragon
mean
Ball.
like when you were talking about like?
Oh, but that's
was
the
it?
fun
I was
part.
talking about Ariana Grande, yeah, and Victorious. Remember that? Where I was like talking about all the drama that happened behind the scenes.
And we
Victorious.
were just
By the way,
oh my gosh.
that
Yeah,
was
but-
before Ariana Grande was like the big superstar she is now. I called it.
Wait, she's a
ladies
big
and gentlemen.
superstar now?
She was a
She
big
was before, she is.
superstar
I
then.
thought she was before. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't care.
I mean, she was like 2 years ago. She
I'm
was like
into
the
Pumas.
number-
Oh my God, I do not care about
I do
Ariana
not
Grande.
care.
Nope.
All right. Well, that's about to wrap it up for this episode of the TTV Podcast. You have anything to say now, say it or forever hold your peace.
Anyway,
That's
so
what I
back to Super Saiyan God.
I
Where's
missed
that?
you guys.
We're going to do our Super Saiyan goodbye, Super Saiyan.
Thank
We
you.
didn't
I'm
even
gone.
talk about the gods.
No,
Yeah, we did.
I forgot about the Supreme Kais though.
Kai
But
is not
without
supreme.
me.
He's just short.
I'm Var.
Somewhat salty. I think there's some low key like heightism going on here. You guys hear that?
As a person, no religious discussion.
I'm sorry. Guy is
He got us. Got
an
us.
easy target. Which is funny because you're short.
Oh. I detect a sense of like some bullying, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay,
man.
go,
this is
go, okay,
like-
go. You know what? Come on, bring it. Take your best shot at me.
What? I don't need to take a best shot at you. Cause you're already a joke.
Where's
haha.
your best shot?
I expected more from you.
All right,
Shut up, Prentice.
I can try something. I can try something like, I don't know.
Come
You're
on,
old.
You could.
You're old. Prentice said the best
You're-
insult
you're old.
possible.
You're
You're old.
Wish I don't look awkward as that mustache. Ha ha. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
clean shaven.
RIP!
I was lying. I know I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Although
listen,
I did learn today.
Tomorrow you
trying to
can shave,
while
and I
chewing on a
can't.
piece
I
of
still
toast
can't
He's
grow.
got
To be
sound
fair,
beard.
Very easy.
like you can tomorrow you can take a razor and that's gone. I can't take a razor to my height.
He's got
so.
a lumberjack
mean-
beard. At the
I
moment.
guess I could, but it wouldn't solve the problem.
Takuma, you should grow a lumberjack beard.
I
That
can
would make
barely
the-
grow
it would
a
make it work.
goatee. I don't even think this
Dude,
counts as a goatee.
you should
so-
like you should do like a whole like a Fu Manchu.
Guys, I have to
Man,
pee.
All right, we're going. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Wait, are we gonna do the names? We only started doing names.
Did you not say your name?
Yeah.
All right,
No.
I'll start again.
We went
Super
halfway
Saiyan goodbye.
through.
Super Saiyan. I'm John.
I'm Var.
Phweffie?
I'm Takuma.
And this was the Trainwreck episode of the year.
Oh wait, no, I'm Super Saiyan Bar Super Saiyan.
Guys.
Come on. All right, we're going. Goodbye. That's it. We're done.
We didn't even do our patron shout out, John.
The patron shout out is Peel Car, who we all hate lovingly. Pleb Nation. Hashtag.
Hey,
about
Peel
me.
Get out of
Car.
here.
You need to advertise Patreon while you're doing it, John.
Okay, if you're in the YouTube chat and you're like, why don't these guys patron the YouTube chat? Because you don't give us money. Give us money, and then we'll talk about you. I'm
That
kidding.
is we are
But
definitely
kinda.
not handling it anymore.
Oh,
Never again.
God.
Never again will you have this responsibility. You should also mention the archive so that we can clip that into our clip.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that clip from the TTV Podcast. If you enjoyed it, you can listen to a bit more of the TTV Podcast at the TTV Podcast archive. Link
Check
down
the link in the
below.
description. Yeah.
And like, rate, and subscribe. Alright,
All right, now we're done.
I'm done. I'm done now. Goodbye.
I was done an hour ago.
Woohoo!